Hi, this is Alex from phpacademy.org, and this is a video tutorial for the New Boston. In this video we're going to take a look at an introduction to jQuery, what it is, what it does, and why we should use it in our websites. Now, if you're looking to perform AJAX operations or cool effects in your website, and you are not completely familiar with JavaScript, jQuery is a really easy and flexible way to integrate things like effects, jQuery operations, and so on into your website. Now, jQuery is essentially a JavaScript library that contains a variety of functions and other functionality that allow you to do this extremely easily. Some of the benefits of jQuery is that it is a reasonably fast loading library. If you've used other JavaScript libraries, you might find they are slow in comparison to jQuery. We've also got cross-browser compatibility, so that brings us to one of the benefits of jQuery. If you use jQuery in a variety of websites, you are first of all using the same standard, so you're using exactly the same thing. This is a benefit over writing the JavaScript code yourself and actually using raw JavaScript, if you like. Like I said, we have cross-browser compatibility, which means that it will work through a variety of web browsers. And if we go to jquery.com, you can read a short paragraph about jQuery and some of the benefits here. I've just scrolled over the cross-browser tick, and you can see that the library is compatible with the following browsers and versions. Now, jQuery is simply included into your page, and we're going to be looking at that a bit later on. You can download a production or development version. The production version is suitable for if you want to actually use jQuery, and the development version is a slightly larger uncompressed version that just allows you to develop plugins. We're going to be looking at plugins a bit later on anyway. Okay, so once you've downloaded jQuery, you can go ahead and include it in your page, and you can actually go ahead and start writing and using this. Now, there's a short list of companies here that do actually use jQuery, so you can see that it's an extremely popular and widely used technology. And because it's extremely easy to use, it allows you to use these effects, AJAX calls, like HTTP requests, extremely easily. So if you've seen, for example, Google, when you enter the search engine and you start typing, the page changes, you have results listed down the page. So it's an extremely important part of the web now, now that it's evolving into a nicer looking place. So why do we use jQuery? The simple answer is that if you want to create your website or anything into your website that produces a lovely nice output, then jQuery is probably the thing you want to use. It's extremely popular, and it's also extremely easy to use. Now, there's an example on jquery.com of a small paragraph here, and this code will actually show a particular a paragraph, if you like. So let's go down and just click on Run Code. Now you can see that we've just been presented with this paragraph here, and we have some text. Now, this is just one example of what jQuery can do. We also have a wide library of functionality with jQuery. We can do things like check if a username is available on a register form. If you are using, say, PHP to develop your website, you will love to know that jQuery will allow you to do things all on one page. For example, check if a username is available in a database. You can then return this and it will be displayed in the register form. So essentially what we are looking at is creating a site that allows us to produce results onto a page with as little refreshing as possible. So the main thing with jQuery is that the AJAX functionality it uses allows you to implement AJAX into your website extremely easily. Now, the jQuery website contains a vast amount of documentation on pretty much everything. However, in this tutorial series, I'm going to be taking you through all of these and actually giving you examples along the way, as well as giving you some other information. in a way that you can easily understand it. So this paragraph here pretty much sums jQuery up. In the next video we're going to actually look at another example of jQuery, and we're going to take a look at some code behind this just to show you how it's implemented. Then we're going to go on to look at actually implementing it into the site and creating our first short animation technique or animation effect. And then we're going to go on to look at some more animation effects. We're going to go into Ajax as well. So it's an extremely powerful plugin. You'll also notice that there is a plugins or extremely powerful library. You'll notice that there is actually a plugins tab up here on the jQuery.com homepage, and this is a library of plugins that various developers have produced, and this allows you to extend jQuery's functionality for a variety of different applications, things like sliders, different slideshows, drag and droppable things, just a wide plugin library of different things you might find interesting. So I'd obviously recommend that you learn jQuery before you start to use plugins. It's an extremely powerful tool, and it's pretty much the future of JavaScript in terms of how it's easily written. Some people do prefer to write JavaScript on its own without using a library such as jQuery, and some people claim that jQuery is the easy option. However, because we have these wide variety of companies, or a large variety of companies that are actually using jQuery, it just goes to show that it is an extremely popular tool that when implemented correctly is extremely powerful.